Yeah, we are live now. Hi, guys, those who have joined in with us for the match today between India and Australia. But before that happens, at the AFC Asian Cup, we're going to be dissecting a few of the major angles ahead of the match. So we have with us, as usual, Anirudh, Pritish, as well as we have a new joiner this time around. This is Adarsh. He's also from the Bridges team, and he's from Kerala, an ardent football fan as well. So welcome, guys. First thoughts. What are you looking forward to in tonight's match? Anirudh, you can start.
Uh, to be honest, the first thing that I would want to see is not us sitting back and taking in the pressure. That is the first thing. I want us to go in there with an attitude to win the game. I'm not saying necessarily that we are going to win the game, but there has to be, we need, from the first minute onwards, we cannot be just soaking in the pressure from Australia. That is the first thing that I want. And obviously, if we can snatch a win, that would be the best possible outcome for us to kick off this campaign.
But with the injuries that India already has, we don't have Anwar Ali, we don't have maybe Sahel also won't be playing. So how do we think will how do you think will shape up in terms of the starting lineup, Pritesh?
I think first of all, though, let me tell you, Anwar Ali is the biggest miss because the moment he uska wo live match chal raha tha and he cried, I also cried along with him. Ki, okay, what is this now? But yeah, I mean, Stimac has already mentioned that he doesn't have his best players, so I don't know what to make out of that statement. But as far as I can see right now, I think we will go what we played the similar formation what we played against I think in our home game of World Cup qualifiers. So I am looking at Nikhil Pujari basically. The one player who I am looking forward to see is Nikhil Pujari in their lineup and how he is going to play today because Australia is a big team. And as Anirudh mentioned that no sitting back from the word go. So that is what I'm looking at, and Nikhil Pujari and his runs to the forward line.
Great. Adarsh, if you had to pick one player to replace Anwar today, uh, who would it be? And the same for someone to partner Apuya in midfield as well, and someone to replace Sahel as well. These three positions, who would you pick?
I don't think we have that good players in our squad to replace Sahel because Sahel is different and Brandon is different, Thapa is different, so we cannot replace him. But I think Thapa can, if he's not that good, like not in good form right now, but I think he can take the responsibility and do good in that position. And to replace Anwar, I think Mehtab Singh can join with Sunday Singh. He has experience playing with Mumbai, so I think he can do a good job.
Yeah, yeah. Beke has
Yeah.
been playing centre back for India for the last few matches. Yeah, before we move forward, guys, please like and share the video and subscribe to the channel while you are here. We try to bring you exclusive content over the from all over the country on Indian sports. So yeah, if you are new to the channel, just subscribe and you can check out all our content on YouTube as well. And there are all the social media links in the description box, so you should check that out too. Yeah, moving forward. So, something that we need to get out of the way first. So, for the audience, those who are watching, this is the first time India is playing consecutive Asian Cups after 2019. 2019 started on a high. We beat Thailand 4-1. You guys will remember that, of course. But eventually, it ended in disappointment when we went down to Bahrain, and then we had to just get a point against UAE, and we somehow screwed that up. But this time around, it's a more experienced team. It's maybe a better team. So let's see what happens in that respect. This is going to be our third meeting against Australia. We won in 1956 4-2 under Saeed Rahim, the legendary team. Neville D'Souza scored a hat trick on that day. The last meeting was in 2011, again in the Asian Cup. That was a 4-0 loss, but most people will remember that match for Shubhrata Paul's insane performance. He got his nickname Spider-Man post that match. So, any memories of that match, Pritish?
Honestly, that match, why Subrata Paul? Because उस time पे तो it was like Australia से we were getting, हर sport में हारते थे तब तो. So I had no expectations. कुछ उस time पे I don't think I was that much of, I had that much knowledge of Indian football also. But yeah, Subrata Paul literally captured my imagination that day. And I was like, who's this guy? I mean, and when he retired this year, so it was kind of, that nostalgic thing that, okay, have seen this man, guarding the post for India when days were much worse for us. But yeah, I have, like you mentioned, 2019, and I don't think I want to say, I want to say this. This might be controversial, but I don't want to see Pranoy Haldar anywhere, anytime, because that guy literally ruined that day for me. It's ruined forever because next day, 14th January was the day. 15th January is my birthday. I was holding a screening with 55 fans in my college into a cafe. Cake was ready, everything was there because we thought that, we might draw and we might go, and that push and that penalty, I can't forget that. Like, that's the one of the worst memories I have of Indian football. That Pranoy Haldar mistake and wearing the captain's armband, I have to say.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, people joining in again, please like and share the stream. Coming back to India's best chance today for a positive result. I know Anirudh mentioned that he wants the team to be positive in its approach and stuff. But I think reading some of the quotes from Igor match before the match, he has also specified that we will be trying to play good football, but we'll also be cautious. So I think, matlab, to summarize it in short, I think our best opportunity to grab a point maybe today would probably be to be a little bit defensive, because that is to be practical in this case will have to be a little defensive as well, because Australia has a very young team. It's a very fast, very strong team. So yeah, what do you guys think is the best approach going to be? I know Anirudh has said that he wants the team to be attacking, but how exactly do we play today? Do we try to outpass them? Do we play on the counter? What do we do? Others, you can start.
Yeah, I think we don't have to scare. We don't have to be scared about them. We have to respect them because they are a good team, but they are not at the level they used to be. There is a lot of new players, and they are also in a transition period. So uh, we can actually try to get a win. So we have to know that we don't have the best players in our team right now. A lot of injuries, so we have to keep that in mind. Also, we shouldn't be like losing our mind when we conceding in the first minute or something like that, because we all always like lose the uh, patience and just uh, start to concede more and more, and it'll end up like 4-0 or 5-0. So we have to be patient and just wait for the right moment, and I think Chetri can just nick a goal.
Yeah, Adesh mentioned a very important point there. I think we tend to concede very early in these matches. That has happened quite a few times recently. Plus, we also have a very poor defensive record when it comes to set pieces. Aerially in the box, we have been pretty poor. So, in that context, what do you guys think? Replacing Anwar Ali. So, we have maybe two options, two major options right now. One is Rahul Beke, who is not a traditional centre back, but who has played for India in that position. And the other, of course, is Pritam Kotal. So, yeah, also, okay, so yeah, we have the lineup right now. So, Pritish, can you take us to the lineup once? Then we can discuss it in detail. You're on mute, Pritish.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, Rahul Beke, Subhashish Bose, Sandesh Jhingan, Suresh, Manveer Chhetri, Changte, Ralte, Nikhil Pujari, Deepak Tangdi, and Mishra, Thapa, Brandon, all three of them, and along with Mahesh and KP, they start with on the bench. So now this is interesting. See, I don't understand why Tangdi is there and why Thapa is not there, or why Sahal ka to, I think Sahal ka to, as someone you only mentioned, no, injury scare is there, I think so, that is the reason. So, but yeah, I don't understand this Tangdi why Thapa is not there, why Tangdi is there. I don't understand that. Rest also, I think we expected this 4-3-3 is the safe formation. So yeah.
So to explain acha, to answer sports only's question, very Sahel, like Ritesh mentioned, Sahel is injured. He'll probably be missing the match against Australia. Is expected to be back against for the match against Uzbekistan next. In 4-3-3, Dhruv is saying, yeah, it looks like it's a flat out 4-3-3 formation. Who's the third midfielder? I didn't get that. Deepak Tangri, Apuya, and
Just a moment.
because I suppose it's going to be Sunil Chhetri down the middle, Manveer and Changte either side of him.
Yeah, yeah. And I say Ralte is there, na? Ralte along with Deepak
Apuya,
Tangri and
Deepak Tangri, and who's the third one? Okay, so
Suresh.
we are going slightly defensive today. Deepak Tangri and Suresh both are starting. Yeah, so yeah, that's the lineup for you guys. Ashwati is saying Tangri for defensive output. Yeah, we got that, Ashwati. We are
Yeah, I
going
think
for the more
that looks
defensive.
like it. Yeah,
Yeah,
CDM kind of role
yeah.
he will play probably.
So Anirudh, you are a midfielder. So what do you think about the midfield that we are starting with today? Is it too
Shayan, I'm
defensive
a
for your liking?
defender. I am a defender, first of all. But coming back to a couple of points that Adarsh and Shayan you made, uh, Adarsh said that they're going through a transition, and this is Shayan, you mentioned that this is probably a best chance to get a point out of this match, right? But you look at the last games, Australia, the last couple of losses have come against England and Argentina. ठीक है last 5 games में they've lost one game and they've won 4 games. Last loss has come against England. They score. They always score. And last 4 wins में they haven't conceded a single goal. So
Mm.
it's I understand that they're going through a transition and all that stuff, but we all know how important it is when you know the results go in your way. And when you look at India's form, we've lost 4 games and we've won only one. So it is not the best time for us to meet Australia. I am a bit pessimistic. I know I'm very sorry to our viewers right now, but कभी ना कभी स्टैट्स को इम्पोर्टेंस देना जरूरी होता है यार वो हमेशा गोल मारते हैं एंड Shayan, coming back to your point, Rahul BK I understand the inclusion in the squad because you also mentioned that we've been very poor in this thing, set pieces, right? And you look at Harry Sotar, he'll win every single ball in the day. There, it is a no contest है वहाँ पे. He is going to win. He doesn't even need to jump. He is going to win headers standing. ठीक है. तो see पेसिमिस्टिक हूँ बट ठीक है यार इंडियन फुटबॉल को प्यार करते हैं हम भी आई वुड वांट अस टू विन बट बहुत मुश्किल है गिवन देयर रीसेंट रन ऑफ फॉर्म गिवन आर रीसेंट रन ऑफ फॉर्म अल्ट्रा डिफेंसिव हो जाएंगे पहला गोल खाएंगे ढक्कन ना खुल जाए इस चीज का भी डर है एक गोल खा लिया फिर 5 गोल ना खा लिया हम उसके बाद 5-0 6-0 ना हो जाए तो आई थिंक गेम मैनेजमेंट इज गोइंग टू बी द की फॉर अस and being realistic is also going to be a key to us इस गेम में so let's see कैसे होता है first 15-20 minutes I think will be very crucial to India अगर if we can keep our heads don't get booked if the midfield gets booked within the first 15-20 minutes it's off नहीं हो रहे वाला 15-20 minutes में अगर हम बुकिंग आ गई है अब सेंट्रल मिडफील्डर्स को फुल बैक्स को तो फिर तो नहीं हो पाएगा so we need to keep our calm work as a unit and get that draw hopefully get that win.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people are commenting in now. Thank you guys for your comments. Pratham is saying huge difference in level between the two teams. Yeah, Pratham, we do acknowledge that it's a level above this Australian team. But still, you hope as a football fan. Hope is the only companion you have at all times. But yeah, coming back to the lineup again. So Adarsh, you did mention Deepak Tangri before, and he is in fact starting today. What do you make of the look of the lineup that Igor Stimac has put out? It looks like it's going to be a very stretched game for us. Three out and out attackers and three defensive guys behind them.
Yeah, I expected Agas Mishra to start actually. Um, Tangri, I don't know uh, how good he play. I,
Deepak Tangri is always a divisive figure amongst
yeah,
Indian football fans, no? Some people
yeah,
rate him very highly and
I
some
mean, I mean,
people.
someone just mentioned in comment that Beke and Tangdi red card confirmed, and
yeah,
Anirudh also talked about it. Ki, I think that's the most important thing. You guys, please don't discipline. Please, पता चला Steamac is going and taking picking up a fight, and like so those things actually make you lose the whole this thing, the momentum.
yeah. We are also we have to talk about the squad selection because I would have preferred Kuti of Odisha in the starting lineup. He has been playing well for last 2 3 years, but never get picked up. I think he would have been better option in the 11.
Yeah, some Pratham again in the comments he's mentioned the fact that Australia did give Argentina a run for their money in the World Cup as well before eventually going down to them. So yeah, it is going to be a difficult test for the Indian team. But coming back to the Australian side, so they are the 2015 Asian Cup winners. That was the last time they won the tournament, and they will be looking to repeat that performance this time around. They put up a strong performance in the last World Cup as well in Qatar. They eventually went out against the eventual champions Argentina in the pre-quarterfinals. So, Pritish, I know you have been following. You've written a couple of articles as well on the preview for the match and analyzing the team in detail. So, what do you think would be the biggest threat when it comes to this Australian team?
Goodwin, Craig Goodwin. No other threat. That guy is massive, and he's having a brilliant A League season. And I think a lot of Indian fans know Jason Cummings. So I think Goodwin was the guy who pipped Jason Cummings in terms of the. I think I might be wrong with. It was
I think
it was
it
either
was
of the
goal
system.
contributions. I
Yeah,
think it
goal
was goal
contributions, right?
contributions. Yeah, goals
Yeah,
specific.
yeah. And he was the one in the World Cup who gave France a scare off also. So I am not sure how Indian defense is ready to tackle him. If we go Rahul Bheke way, then to he might have some injury also. But I don't think that will be a good choice given we can be red carded anytime. So I think for me the important part is that be in the match. Don't switch off. Don't as Anirudh has mentioned and others also has mentioned. Don't lose the momentum after conceding. We concede one goal and the doors are open, and you are getting constant goals. People are the Australia team takes over. Don't let that happen. I think Stimac needs to be very tactically astute with his substitutions also because he like I think because there will be a point in situation in match where you will need 2 3 fresh legs very importantly because Australians are gonna run around us. वो बहुत दौड़ाने वाले Indians को. So I don't know what T-Mac will do there, but I think we should be really worried about Goodwin.
Yeah, yeah. Goodwin, for those who don't remember, Craig Goodwin was the same guy who scored for Australia in the World Cup in their match against France, which they led till I think around 35, 38 minutes. So he's definitely one of those players to look out for. They have a couple of other names as well. Anjud mentioned Jason Sutar. He's a Leicester City centre back. He's a tall, gangly left centre back from Leicester. They also have Matthew Ryan, who was a former Arsenal and a Brighton player. Premier League fans would know him pretty well. And he is right now playing in Holland with AZ Alkmaar, and he has had a terrific season with them so far, conceded very few goals. So yeah, they are a well-rounded team, and their coach has mentioned that he's very happy with the balance of experience and youth in the team as well. So yeah, they are going to run a lot, and we'll be needing our substitutes to come in and make an impact. In that respect, I want to discuss the possible difference makers from the bench. So, looking at the bench right now, who do you guys think can come in later in the second half, maybe, and if it's still a nil-nil or a 1-0 against us, maybe they can make a difference and create a spark within the team. Who's that one guy you guys think? Anjul?
For me, it'll always be Brand Fernandez. I mean, I understand again it's Australia. Might there is a fair chance that he won't even get used in the game. But if we have that, what do you call it, a sniff of hope that we can, seal this game, get that, we can steal that goal. I think that spark, Brandon can produce that one key pass in the game and get that assist or get that goal.
Yeah, yeah. Others, who's the guy for you?
I think Mahesh or Liston maybe with their pace. Uh, I think Mahesh can be. He can use his feet well, not just pace, but he is good with his feet, just going through the defense. And maybe Thapa, he can. He on his day he will be really good for the team.
Ritesh?
I think I agree with Adarsh. Mahesh is too definitely going to be a key, and I think Rahul KP also with his speed. So KP can sometimes not, like that's something that he can do. He can always latch on a loose ball and run throughout. So I'm expecting. So Liston, I'm not really sure given how he waste all the chances. So I'm not really sure about Liston. But I think I agree with Adarsh here that Mahesh is to be he should be the one coming on off, like whenever there is steaming plans for a substitution along with, I think, Rahul KP.
Yeah, for me, I think I am always going to be an Akash Mishra fanboy. So even though he's a defender, I think he's very crucial to how we attack. I think playing Shubhashish Bose, if it doesn't go to plan in the first half, maybe bringing him on in the second half can make a difference. Because anyone who has followed Indian football for the last few years knows that the team plays in a completely different way when Akash is on the pitch and when he's not. So he's the heart of that left side of the pitch, I feel sometimes. And yeah, agree. Brandon also one of my favorites. I think he can be the difference maker coming on in the second half. Roshan again, a lot of people don't really give him the credit he deserves, but I think he's one of the few good dribblers we have in the team. Someone who can carry the ball. And yeah, again, uh, people will probably be annoyed with us in the comments if we don't mention Sunil Chetri. But I think Adarsh already has in the beginning. So yeah, he's always there. So yeah, we'll wrap the chat up with the predictions and looking a little bit ahead as well to the next two matches after this match. So guys, what are your predictions going to be for this match? Looking at the lineup, any one of you can speak it up.
Shine, you want a realistic prediction or do you want a optimistic, hopeful prediction?
लोग बहुत गाली देंगे कमेंट्स में.
किसको? अगर मैं सच्चा प्रेडिक्शन नहीं दूंगा उसके लिए गाली देंगे या फिर जो मेरा असली प्रेडिक्शन है वो दूंगा तो गाली देंगे?
जस्ट अ सेकंड,
आई थिंक
अनिरुद्ध, होल्ड ऑन टू दैट थॉट.
दोनों पे गाली पड़ेगी.
हाँ, दोनों पे ही पड़ेगी, but I just read out a few of the comments. We've got a lot of them. So people are predicting a 2-4 defeat for us, for India. A couple of people have done that. Pratham is predicting a 5-0 loss for India. Pratham is very very pragmatic. He's the 2024 version of Jose Mourinho. Very practical in life. Rahul Vacant, I read this comment. Someone said Indian football team rank is 102. How do you expect them to beat Australia and stuff? Yeah, we understand that, but yeah, like I said, hope is all we have. Thoughts on Ishan Pandita? Kumar is asking thoughts on Ishan Pandita. So yeah, he has kind of disappeared a little bit, no, over the last two seasons. Any thoughts on how he might be impactful in this setting, Ritesh?
I think Indian fans who have been following Ishan Pandita for long are just disappointed. So like he hasn't literally stepped up on the gas. I mean, you see someone like Changte getting a chance at the national, and the way they have captured those chances. So I mean, I don't know where he is Abito. It's like in the terms of close to the national team, because it's very clear that as you mentioned that he has kind of disappeared. So I don't know like where it is. But yeah, I mean Ishan Pandita, people had big hopes from him, but it didn't materialize only. But I think age is on his side, so abhi time hai uske paas.
Yeah, fair. Sports only is saying Australian midfield is not very creative, so Apuya, Suresh are going to be the key. Yeah, fair point. That is actually a fair point. But yeah, the midfield is always crucial in a match like this. Depends on the scoreline. If we are nil-nil, we should go for Thapa and Mahesh. Yeah, that is another route we can take. Anirudh Thapa in the second half with his running and his pressing might make a difference. Uh, Sports only is predicting a 1-3 loss for India. Gurpreet Singh, another mention of Gurpreet Singh there. So yeah, Gurpreet, this is going to be his third Asian Cup campaign. I think the first was in 2011, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 2011, 19, and this one. But he was a very young player back then. He was the understudy to Shubhrata Paul. This time he's a veteran in the team, so he's again going to be one of the crucial players, I think. So yeah, we can move ahead to the predictions. I think Anirudh, you can take it up.
So I think my prediction is a 3-0 loss for India.
And you
Hate to
don't want
say
to
it.
give any justification for that. You already justified yourself before.
Yeah, I think we've had a 28-minute show to justify this 3-0 scoreline.
Cool. Pritesh?
I think I will score one goal. That much hope to I have. But yeah, it looks like 3-1, something like 3-1 to me. But I mean, Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, we kind of didn't talk about him at all because we just expect him to
To
be
do
what he
well.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, if Gurpreet is in complete element like he was against Qatar in that 19 match, I think Gurpreet, a lot will depend actually on Gurpreet also because if he is confident enough, I think he will stop everything if he's confident enough. But it depends how we start. So yeah, going for 3-1 loss for India. One goal at least. One goal at least is कोई भी कैसे भी own goal होगा कोई बात नहीं. But one goal at least.
Others, your prediction? And why as well?
I think it will be a 5-1 maybe. Because if they score one goal, that's it. And maybe if we get lucky and a penalty and Chetri will score, that's it. I don't expect a lot from the team. Seeing the lineup. Before that, I had a little hope, but after seeing the lineup, yeah,
Okay. I have a strange feeling it's going to be a little closer than you guys think. I don't know why. I just feel that it might be a close loss for India. So I'm going for a 2-1 loss. India scoring and a respectable loss. Yeah. You show me all the love, comment section. Yeah. Sports only is saying it if 5-1, Stima's ticket to Croatia booked. I'm not really sure if that is going to be the case, whoever the admin is of
Stimac
the place. Yeah.
Stimac ticket. I don't think Stimac पे इतना because Stimac has already put out his defense statement earlier that okay, I don't have the best players. Don't expect anything from us. We just want to fight. So I think he has already made it clear that no expectations, nothing. But yeah, Stimac ticket तो अभी तो नहीं Croatia के लिए. Stimac is the fighter Indian coach, who fights for the flag.
Yeah, I think this time around the fixtures are more difficult than 2019 in a way. So
Yeah,
the expectations are a
indeed.
little less, but again, this is going to we just want the team to play well and show some improvement from before. That is all we are asking for, and we'll be happy if we can see that much. So yeah, that is pretty much the expectation from I think every football fans and Indian football fans. So yeah, any closing thoughts, guys? How- Even if we lose today, which I think is probably a foregone conclusion, we still have a couple of matches against Uzbekistan and Syria coming up. Difficult matches, but then again, they will be playing in alien conditions as well. So yeah, how do you view this tournament as a whole going forward, considering this is the first day for India?
I think after the first 90 minutes against Australia, the players shouldn't feel that it's a lost cause already. I think that should be one big thing that should happen in today's game, that they have that feeling within them that, you know, they can come out of the field with their, heads held high, irrespective of the score line. कि मेहनत करी यार ठीक है नहीं होता दिन नहीं होता कभी कभी you just have to accept that the other side is miles ahead of you
Right.
but
I do.
ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए या प्रीतिश
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll complete up.
as in I just feel कि to just wrap it up quickly कि against Uzbekistan and Syria the foundation should be laid today itself
Yeah.
for those matches. Yeah, Pritish was saying something.
Yeah, I totally agree with you that like I mean I just have a small example 2018 Korea against Germany. It was their last match and they were going out anyway. But if you look at that match, that is something like they want 2-0 Germany, previous defending champions, knocked out. But it's just that in that match also the last 8 minutes was the one where result was decided. Germany was dominating Korea when the match started, but Korea never gave up. So that that drop of the shoulder is something I don't want to see today or in either of the matches going forward. Okay, fine, you lost to Australia 3-0. That's okay. That team is a 4-time champion of the continental tournament, one of the best teams in the continent. I mean, so that's what I also want. You just show the fight that okay, yeah, we are here to try at least. So that is the thing. No shoulder dropping.
Yeah, and considering the fitness of this Indian team, we should be able to match them in that department at least. So the effort shouldn't be less in any respect. Adarsh, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I would say, like Chetri said in an interview, right? We should see this as we should look at these results and see where we are standing in the competition. Like we win SAF Cup, we win in like Intercontinental Cup, these friendly cups, but uh, those teams are not that strong. Like Bangladesh is strong, but Nepal is not that strong. We have to play Australia, Japan, these teams, and see where we are. And we are, if you are not, if you haven't improved from last time, we have to get rid of Steamers in my opinion. We have to get coach. Like he always complains about not getting enough time, not like there is thousand complaints every time. So we have to get a coach who can like take a 1 week camp and bring good performance, not even results, good performance in one small camp.
Yeah, yeah, fair point. Ashwati is saying Korea has a good base, Pritish. We don't have that. So yeah, fair point, Ashwati. But yeah, let's hope for the best. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining in. Once again, please like and share the video if you liked it. We plan to do more such IT lives during the duration of the AFC Asian Cup. So India's next match is on the 18th and then on the 23rd. So yeah, we'll see you again then. And all we can hope for is a good fight that our boys can put up today. So thank you again for joining in. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Let's hope
Guys.
for an Indian victory.